Greetings, everybody. This is Father Dominic Barber from St. Patrick's Parish, and as we continue to be relatively, isolated in our homes, I'd just like to share a word of faith with you to help you along on these Mindful Mondays. So I thought I'd just share with you and reflect on the quote that we all say at the Eucharist when we celebrate the Mass. It just comes just prior to receiving the Eucharist, when the host is being held up by the priest at the altar. And we say these words, "Lord, I am not worthy you should enter under my roof, but only say the word, and my soul shall be healed." These words, like so many other prayers we say at the Mass, are scripturally based. This comes from the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 8, where a centurion comes to Jesus, a centurion who is a man of authority. He comes to Jesus and he knows that his servant who is dying can only be healed by powers beyond himself. And so he comes to Jesus in faith and recognizes in Jesus someone who can do that. And he says, "I'm not worthy that you should enter under my roof, but only say the word, and my servant shall be healed." And so with that same disposition as that centurion, we come before Jesus at Mass, because that piece of bread that's being held up is not just bread, is it? It's Jesus. And Jesus is both human and divine. He is God. Isn't that incredible? That God humbles himself, not only in the person of Jesus, but in the form of this little piece of bread. And God desires to come into us, to save us, to heal us. But it takes our yes. He waits for our invitation. And so that's what we're saying. We're saying, "Yes, Lord, I want you to come into my life because I need to be healed. I need to be saved. And only you can do that." These are profound words of faith. They're profound words of surrender, of trust, of coming before the Lord and saying, just like the centurion, "On my own, before you, Lord, I am not worthy. There's nothing I can do or say or prove my worthiness. I just ask you to take me as I am and to come into my life and do what you promise, which is to heal me. Lord, I am not worthy that you should enter under my roof, but only say the word, and my soul shall be healed."